Hey, everybody, welcome back or welcome to Bumping the Mic, where, as always, we talk about all things paranormal, supernatural, and just downright weird. I'm Gregory,
I'm Claude.
and today we're going to be continuing our America the Haunted series with a story out of Alaska. And I believe Clyde is going to take point on this one.
Yeah, I actually found one that was pretty interesting. They have it's called the Wendy Williams Auditorium, and it was built to be a performing arts center, built around 1977, so not that old. But the auditorium's construction is like what kind of starts out weird. It was like left on hold due to insufficient funds for like 18 months. But even once they started completing it, the blueprints were just insane. So they had like doors that would open into walls. It's kind of like a Winchester Mansion kind of situation. Elevator shafts that went to floors that didn't exist, and then you had catwalks that like went nowhere, didn't exist, and they even said
Why?
that's part of the mystery. They don't know. Like they
Jesus.
don't know what was going on in this thing. And they said even one of the craziest things is the light room that was supposed to light the stage was built in a way that the lights would not hit the stage. So it like completely defeated the whole purpose of this thing.
No wonder it ran out of funds.
Yeah, no kidding. They were like all over the place. And then there started being a lot of like ghost situations that would be occurring with the place. So one of like the first ones that would happen is the guy that it was named after, Wendy Williamson. He They tried to put his picture in the front, like right in the entryway. And they don't know for whatever reason if he didn't like it after he passed away, if whatever happened, but every time they would hang that picture, it would be on the floor the next day. And they even tried actually to wire it into the wall, and the wires were snapped the next day, and that thing was straight back on the floor.
Damn.
And they had other weird stuff happen too. So they said one thing, he loved to play the piano. And there were reports that when people were in there at certain times, they would hear that piano being played, just jovial, like happy music, but they would hear it being played. And when people would go to investigate, there's no one there playing it. It's just playing.
Hmm.
And there's some other crazy stuff that happened too. So they had one that was like they had a group of kids in for a tour of the place. And when the tour was coming to a close, all of the kids started asking how they did the special effects. And the people doing the tour were like, what are you talking about?" And they're like, "Well, the woman in the white dress that was floating over our heads. How did you do that? How did you do the special effect?" And the people were like,
Jesus Christ.
and like, that's not a special effect. We did, you know. So yeah, so they had like stuff like that, kind of innocent stuff happened, and then they also had one like a more harmful spirit that apparently didn't like women, and they kind of dubbed him the Angry Man, and apparently he was known to shove women, like put his hands on them, shove them, force like downstairs wherever he could try to hurt them, and they would say that a lot of these women they'd report being shoved, and they after falling down these stairs, people would pick them up and they ask them if they're okay. They'd say, "I was shoved." They're like, "There's no one up there, there's no one up there." But when they would look at these women, there would be bruises on them, so it would be the shape of a palm or a hand, like on their back, on their spine,
Damn.
where they were literally shoved downstairs or down a hallway or whatever happened. So very interesting building and not that old. So it's nothing really happened there. So it's kind of like people are like, why is it?
Nothing happened during construction, or is there a history to that like spot?
From what I found, there's no history. People are confused as to why it is so haunted. But
Where in Alaska is this?
I believe Anchorage.
Is it like on a campus or just like a city auditorium?
Should be like a city auditorium. It's just they built it to be an auditorium. This guy Wendy Williams, he wanted to build it, and for whatever
Hmm.
reason, it just was crazy from the start all the way till today.
That's insane. So was this thing named after him because he funded it, or like did he die and it was like a memorial deal?
He funded it, so it was like, I guess, his project. It was his the name Wendy Williams was like his nickname because he was John Wendell Williams.
Oh, okay.
So they nicknamed him Wendy Williams. And I guess it was his passion project. He died obviously before it ever kind of came to fruition, and I guess that's why people think he haunts it with the painting and the playing of the piano. The other spirits that people have reported, like the woman in white that floats above people and the angry man that shoves people, there's no one knows where that comes from.
No like traceable history at all, huh?
Right. And
That's
I mean, I know that does happen because I have a story that we'll eventually end up telling on here of a house I lived in that was a completely new build and it was haunted. So
yeah, and I'm wondering if like so this auditorium is for like orchestras and plays type of like a standard auditorium with balcony seating and stuff. Like
yeah,
not like a a football auditorium or something like that.
no, it's for like plays and orchestras, but that's what gets so weird when they start talking about how it was built and like even the like we were talking about like the crazy things they built, like the rooms with the where the auditorium lights were set up, the way it was built, those they couldn't even reach the stage. Like they couldn't light up the stage with those lights. So no one no one really knows what they were thinking when they built it. It's very strange from start to finish.
Yeah, no kidding. That's I'm curious about the building process and the blueprints getting changed. Like there had to be some reasoning behind that at the time.
Yeah, I don't
But
know. It's like it's like a mystery and a ghost story all in one. Like what?
yeah, like it seems it's weird to me because I have a story that we'll eventually tell as well, in an auditorium also, and I'm wondering if there's something to theaters that draws energy or something to create these type of events because I know that there's a lot of stories recorded throughout the country, throughout the world that occur in similar auditoriums. And I don't know if it's an energy deal. Like, why do you think that would be?
I mean, it's definitely possible. Like without getting into like my career and stuff, I can tell you there is an energy in theater. Um, but I don't know. It seems like some there's a lot of history to, and this one like there wasn't much history to, but just right from the start, the energy was weird. Like why you would build something like that, why you would, I don't know.
Yeah. And it's unique because it's, so new in the grand
Mhm.
scheme of things. Because most of the hauntings or the stories that we talk about are from, the 1800s, 1700s. There's certainly some recent ones like our own experiences and stuff, but historically, the big ones are in the past. And then we see the effects of those or some of those things carrying forward to today, but they started way back then. So it's curious that this one was constructed in the 1970s and it's already haunted.
Yeah, and with very little history. Like it never had anything happen there. They never even like made it a successful auditorium. It just was almost haunted from day one. Like they couldn't even make a successful blueprint. So it's kind of crazy.
Huh. That's a weird one, just because of all the nuances and the lack of, you know, history to it. Like, there's got to be something there. I guess maybe next time we're in Alaska, we can take a trip to the Windy. Is it a structure today, or is it
Oh
they?
yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah, you
okay,
can still go.
interesting.
So
So they
yeah,
they
I
did
guess
finish
next time
construction at some point. Hmm.
I don't know if it's ever been 100% finished or if it's still just an absolute disaster, but it you can go.
I'm gonna look it up real quick because now I'm curious about this place.
Yeah, so like you said, I guess next time you're in Alaska, and I guess if I ever make it to Alaska, like we can definitely check it out.
It's still exists. It's actually an auditorium at the University of Alaska in Anchorage,
Oh, okay, perfect.
and it's still there. So
Hmm.
I guess if we ever make it up north to Alaska, we can check that place out. That's wild.
Yeah, we can definitely check it out.
Hmm. Well, that is there anything more about it? Like that's it's just such a, I don't know, like you said, a mystery, a puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. So, like, you
Huh.
can deep dive into it if you want with the different ghosts there, the woman in white,
Sure.
angry man, and then Williamson himself. But like, it's just, it's an absolute mystery. So it's definitely fun to read into.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good one out of Alaska. I'm sure there's a lot of like cryptid stuff in Alaska with the wilderness that's going on there. There's so, you know, so much of the landmass there is just wilderness that there's not probably a lot of opportunity for hauntings. So to find something like that, then it's pretty interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's not much up there.
Yeah, for sure. Um, cool. Well, I mean, that's Alaska for you. So we're just going down the pipeline alphabetically by states. So stay tuned and we'll hit your state eventually if we haven't already. And we'll keep going from there. But I
Perfect.
appreciate, yeah, appreciate your time and attention. Thanks for joining us here on Bumping the Mic. As always, hit us up. There's an email in the description below. You can DM us, whatever you got to do. We want to hear your stories. We want to share your stories. We want to chat with you about them. So hit us up. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, like you said, if you can hit up that email, give us just your first name, basic location, tell us your story. We'll shout you out, and we'll definitely make your stories heard because we want to share our stories and importantly, your stories. So, thank you so much.
Absolutely. See you guys.